As they say, health is wealth, and now we're going to talk about Talwalkars, which has reported a very good set of numbers this quarter. So a lot of healthy people, revenue growth of 13%, profit growth of 25%, and we have the man who runs it all, Anant Gawande, the CFO of the company, who joins us now to talk about that. Anant, hi, good morning. Once again, another good quarter. We know the highlights, they are in front of us, but you expect second half to be as good?
Actually, second half there will be momentum due to a couple of things. One is we had done this acquisition in Sri Lanka. Yesterday, along with the board meeting, we announced a small stake in a company called GymTrekker, which is among the biggest online health portal in India. We are also planning to announce over the next couple of months 2 or 3 small to medium acquisitions. As we had stated continuously, acquisition is going to be our mode, and our headline this time has been acquisition mode. So we think that will add momentum to what we are doing. Also, these chains which you are buying or taking stakes into have a very high level of EBITDA or ROE ROC.
Okay.
So essentially we believe that the second half the traction will come not only from natural momentum of our business, but also through these kind of things which we are doing, which is acquisition and other modes.
And the money for it?
We had already raised money for the QIP.
Okay.
Actually, the internals of our balance sheet this time, we are still holding 101 crore rupees in our bank balance. Okay. And hence our net interest cost has gone down by 22%. We believe that it will be that or lower. Our rating has gone from AA minus to AA. So the cost of funds are again diminished significantly lower from where we were. So funds are already available with us.
And therefore there is no question of any capital change now?
Not at all.
Okay. Well, actually the listing of IDFC should happen, IDFC Bank should happen anytime now. There's Rajiv Lal, others as well who are, Rajiv Lal is not going to ring the bell. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. It's going to be only an official ringing of the bell, and you can watch it while we speak with Anant. Anant, you know, the numbers are too good to be true actually. Excellent numbers. EBITDA is up 23% and the margins are up about 500 basis points or 400 basis points. Is this maintainable, this kind of margins?
Yeah, if I just break this down and bring down the luster a bit on the margins, you may see that other income has gone up from about 25 lakhs to 238 lakhs. This is thanks to the treasury.
Yes.
We got the QIP money, and that QIP money earned us a reasonable rate of return through that quarter. So if we take that out, then the margin is up by about between 100 and 120 basis points, which is still not bad, which is still a good...
Maintainable?
I think at these levels, unless we do a lot of value addition and innovation, okay, the margins will go up, but will not go up by 200 or 300 basis points.
Okay.
But there is an increase in margin, sans other income too.
3, 2,
all right.
1.
Just wait out for the ring. Okay, so the stock is listing at 73 rupees. That's okay, a 2% rise. Actually, it's 2% rise from the point at which it listed. This is a new stock, so there is no comparison. That's the listing of IDFC Bank. We'll try and okay, that's Deepak Parekh who was invited to ring the bell.
Okay, and what, 3% now higher, so 72 rupees, okay, almost at 72 rupees for IDFC
Ladies
Bank.
and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us today. With this, we come to the end of today's
Okay,
event.
well, it has finally listed on the exchanges, so we can get back to doing what we were doing. You know, I'm very interested in this value addition that you're looking at. You spoke about this online health portal, but the fad nowadays is yoga. And is Talwalkars looking at getting into yoga in any way?
Actually, Sonia, we are deeply in talks with one very innovative yoga chain. Without getting into specifics and details, the problem is that we need something which can be a national player. If we acquire in gyms, we can have a local player, because we are just merging that gym chain with us, which is fine with us because these are local chains. But if you are going into alternate activities, Zumba, yoga, etc., then they should have the capability of replicating on a national scale. And we have still not been able to pin down a chain or a group of people, whatever, a company which can do that in a successful manner in our mind. We continue to search. As we said, when we have gone into acquisition mode, several good proposals are coming, several bad too are coming to us, but we are looking at it with a lot of curiosity and interest. I think some kind of news in terms of we trying to foray into yoga directly or indirectly should be forthcoming in the near future.
Okay, so the near future would be what? FY17?
No, what we have said is that acquisition should be the way to grow till we have consolidated our hold over certain markets. Okay, the top 8 cities and then the next 8. That I think should take another 6 to 9 months, maybe 12 months. Around that time is a good time to start looking at alternate activities in a major way. See, doing them within gym is one thing. Having yoga studios is another thing altogether. We can do both. So we are looking at both, but should look at it in more finiteness, maybe after 6 to 9 months.
Have you been able to push up the prices of your services or product services? Is there no impact on demand when you do that?
Actually, if you see this time that top line growth is much lower than the bottom line growth. It's also aided, as I said, by other income. It's also aided by the cost remaining more or less similar, which is why the rentals went down. But more specific to your point, we took a same-store sales growth of about 11%, out of which 7 to 8% is price growth. But what has happened is, I should mention this very clearly, that last year we had taken a lesser price growth, if you may recollect and go back, because that was a year where we believed things were not as good as they started looking now. Okay, I think customers or people have started now looking at going into stores. Diwali shopping looks like much better than normal, online, offline both, and I can see my own family spending more.
From your point of view, there is a definitely recovery in urban demand.
Looks like there is recovery in the urban demand. Actually, I should mention here that the middle towns, though there is this threat of a drought, have done quite well actually, because people do believe that there will be some kind of support the government or state bodies will give in terms of a drought or other things.
Okay, well, so it's going to become 7 to 8% more expensive to hit the Talwalkars gyms. Well, it doesn't matter to Lata and me, we are fit anyways, we don't need any gyms.
That's true.
Okay, no, just joking. Thanks for joining us,
Thank you so much, both
all the best for the quarters
and
to
Happy
come.
New Year to all, Diwali to both of you.
Happy Diwali to you as well,
Thank
and
you.
your entire team. Well, the commodity market has just opened, so let's take a quick look at that.